AK-47. Okay, let's go.
This is an AK-47, or more correctly in this case, an AKM. One of the world's most popular semi-automatic or automatic rifles. This is a Remington 870. This is a pump-action shotgun, obviously functioning.
I brought a little car.
Suppressor, optional. Now the real question is, what would happen if you took this and you made them kiss?
And you made them what now? Also, can I just say, like, why is the suppressor so mighty? Yeah, why is it so big?
Well, you'd get this, the Romanian PAR-1.
Is this why you guys recommended me this video? The Romanian. I'm like, wait a minute. I see what you're doing, chat. I see you. Oh.
Or the PAR-1, if you're acronymophobic, you bigot. This is a pump-action AK, and today we're going to talk about exactly what the hell this thing is and why it's not technically cursed. But of course, before we do that, you know that we need to do a shooting montage, because around here, that's par for the course. I'm a dad, I know. Let's just get to it.
I like the pause. I like his pause and then my pause and then him just going like, I know I'm a dad. I'm just like, oh, a good way to break the silence. Oh, my lord. Aesthetic-wise, it looks kind of nice. Damn, already. We're smoking hot. It's kind of satisfying.
Oh yeah.
Well done.
Everybody likes to get a nice pump on. All right, now I'm really done.
Are you done? I was gonna say, like, the reload speed and just kind of like firing is very satisfying. Like the tempo.
Ladies, gentlemen, or let's face it, gentlemen, this right here is the PAR.
Let's just face it, gentlemen. It's like when you go and scroll to your YouTube statistics and you're like, 98% men. Oh.
As you can tell, this is pretty much just your standard AK, but with one really weird twist. Twist, or, you know, pump. Twist it, pull it, shoot it, kill it.
I was gonna ask if we're talking about the same thing, man.
Squeeze it. I can't squeeze it. I can't squeeze it. Other than that, you may recognize pretty much every other part of this gun. It takes AK furniture, or at least, you know, not the handguard, that obviously has something in the way there. The stock, pistol grip, the fire control group, the...
He looks so satisfied every time he pulls on that pump. Like, look at that. Let's replay it again.
Guard that obviously has something in the way there.
Look at that face! Look at the way he's just staring into the camera. Just staring the viewer in the eyes. Like, I know what you guys are thinking. I know what you are thinking, you pervs.
The stock, pistol grip, the fire control group, the receiver, magazine, everything. This is just your standard AK. It's even still chambered in 7.62 by 39 millimeter, meaning it can take standard AK magazines. This one being 29 rounds.
Meow, meow.
Because we're good little cuck boys for YouTube. Isn't that right, Susan? I know it's not Susan anymore. It's still a funny joke. Nobody fucking knows the other guy. Sorry, nothing personal. Seriously, I don't even know. Anyhow,
I mean, he's not wrong. I'm sorry to the new guy. He's not wrong.
now this sucker is even built on more or less
It's a very
typical
confusing gun,
AK
yeah.
parts kit, using every other normal standard part on an AK. The real difference between the operating system between this and a standard AK is literally one hole. Coincidentally, one hole also being the thing
My mind went to the gutter.
standing between most people in a long, happy marriage.
Apparently his mind also went to the gutter. It's like one hole is all you need. Oh my god. Oh.
The hole that I'm talking about today is called our gas port, and it's usually drilled right about here on the barrel into our gas block here on pretty much every standard AK. It's how the gas system operates. I'll explain that here. Here we have a real Type 1 AK-47. Show clear for safety. So normally, the weapon gets fired, the primer is ignited by the firing pin, the cartridge is set off, and the bullet travels down through the barrel out the front of the gun. But what happens when the bullet passes by our gas block is that the gas port, the little hole that's drilled in the top of the barrel, bleeds a little bit of that excess gas off and builds pressure here in our gas chamber, which is still here in our gas block. Went ahead and opened up the hood so you guys can get a better view. So when the gas pressure builds here in the gas chamber, it pushes this piston back. And the act of pushing this piston back unlocks the bolt here and ejects the previous round, while then the recoil spring assembly pushes it forward and then loads the next round in the chamber. Pretty much all AKs function on this system, and it is very reliable. That's not quite how this one operates. This one operates a little different. Would you like to know more? ADD break!
Would you like to know more? He has a very good way of explaining it. Like, as someone that's completely oblivious to AKs especially, like, it made sense. I understood.
So a lot of people consider a pump action a great weapon for home defense. If you listen to the old fuds at the gun store, they say that a pump action is a great weapon because all you need to scare an intruder out of your house is the sound of that right there. Even though I just spit a live round across the room. Now I will say,
I mean, not wrong, I guess. Definitely my favorite way in playing zombie survivals. It's like, yeah,
using the
it's really nice.
sound of a pump action shotgun is a pretty dumb home defense tactic. Let's put this in a nice home defense distance here of about point blank.
But it's
Taking
there
a
in every
full
single
raspberry shower in
TV
3,
movie
2,
and show,
1.
I think.
Did I scare him away? Now I'd like to say with this 16-inch barrel that there was some extra penetrating factor because there was no gas being siphoned off into the gas system, with this being a pump action. All the gas can go straight into just pushing the projectile out the front, but that's, honestly bullshit. It takes a negligible amount of gas to cycle this firearm, so realistically we got the exact same penetration we could have been expecting out of a regular 7.62 AK. So yeah, dead White Claw. That's what should have been expected.
There's only one more time. Oh, 2 more times. 3 more.
All right, now let's talk about what the PAR-1 operating system.
You gotta make sure, okay? You gotta make sure that the can is dead and cannot return to haunt you. And you gotta purchase a new one.
Does to make it different from every other AK on the planet. But first, I have a burning desire to tell you about TACPAC. Dear Congressman Herrera, please enjoy this box. It's filled with a highlight of TAC Pack items from some of the recent TAC Packs. Well shit, I'd love to see what's in some of the most recent TAC Packs. Some Walker's XL Digital Ear Pro, so I can LARP like Tarkov, and also protect my hearing, of which I have very little left. Mission First Tactical 2-pistol carrier, a Sylvan Arms folding stock adapter. I actually do like these guys. Now I have a machine gun, ho ho ho, just in time for Christmas.
Oh my
and
god.
And a motherfucking Teco rail system. Don't know what it actually stands for, but I'm sure that's close. Remember, code AK Guy will get folks a tactical grab bag with $60, which ships ASAP. Love Tac Pack. P.S. You probably expected another penis drawing. Sorry to disappoint.
Wait, what?
I'll cry myself to fucking sleep tonight. Anyhow, thank you again to Tac Pack.
Wait, what? I'm just like, huh. I am learning.
Links in the description, as always, back to the PAR-1. So the PAR-1 still clearly has a gas piston, a gas tube, and a gas block. Then why the hell is it pump action? Well, as we mentioned before, there's no gas port here on the PAR-1. So without gas, the bolt can't unlock because the carrier doesn't move backward to allow it to unlock. Because you see rifle caliber guns like the AR, the AK, they're gas operated, because if they were direct blowback and they were this size and, you know, bolt carrier weight and everything, they would, you know, explode when you shoot them. So you need some sort of lockup, which is why the AK has, you know, its front trunnion with its locking lugs and its bolt system and, you know, long stroke gas operated piston system. It's not just there because it looks cool. This is actually pretty functional. So long story short, no gas hole, no operation. Unless you're a deranged mad scientist in Romania who just
Deranged mad scientist. Oh, it does not describe Romania so well. This is why. I mean, that's pretty much Romania in a nutshell, honestly. We come up with all sorts of weird solutions.
decided, well, what if we just tethered a pump to the piston? We already have all the parts. We have the technology. We'll probably have a market. They didn't. We can crank these babies out till the cows come home. So yeah, in lieu of the gas actually operating the gun, you
We probably have a market, not in our country.
do by hand, meaning that every time you pump this, this is directly tethered to the piston, which is what is allowing the bolt carrier to come back and unlock, eject your round, and load a new one. So yeah, but everything in the inside, you can see here the AK receiver,
I like the design. I think it's a pretty cool design, and the pump is satisfying.
bolt carrier, everything, the recoil spring assembly. This is all standard AK. It's really kind of a cool design thing. Although they did cut the charging handle off, so you can't actually rack it like you normally could an AK. You have to use the pump up here. Sometimes it gets stuck like that. You know, weapon design, not a perfect science. But if you'd like to help weapon design become a perfect science and get your start in gunsmithing and weapons technology, you can check out sdi.edu. Big sponsor of the channel. You can check them out in the links in the description and the pinned comment. Fuck, I almost had it. Seriously, we appreciate their support. You can check them out down below. So you see the thing that returns it automatically, if you pull it all the way back, is the spring. This is actually the standard spring on AK. So the standard recoil spring assembly is all the same. And we have our typical AK bolt and bolt carrier. And if you wonder why I'm not taking this out, because that is as far as it goes, without having to take way more shit apart, because I can't actually pull this out. Pull-out game on the PAR-1, very weak. But you see the piston.
I was gonna say, like, so cleaning it is a bit of a pain in a way.
And it's actually tethered in the front, and I imagine it has something to do with these HK-style push pins up front, but frankly, this is so cobbled together, I don't really want to fuck with it. It's Romanian space magic, which is different than...
It's Romanian space magic! We just put a bunch of shit together. Just glued them together and went like, here, we made toy, use.
And Romanian Christmas magic, where they use your local neighborhood mailbox as their advent calendar. What'd we get for Christmas this year, Dad? I don't know, the neighbor's catalytic converter. And Romanians, if you think I'm taking this too far, just remember you gave us this.
Yeah, that's a good idea. That's a good idea. I don't think, like, I've seen those easy boxes getting broken into or stolen. And I'm just like, wait, did I just miss that? Did I just miss that? Or is this like something that doesn't happen here? I know abroad it happens a lot. But that is a very good joke. Using it as an advent calendar, man. Absolutely brilliant.
So I think we're even. All right, so we've talked a lot about this gun, but what we haven't answered is why the fuck does it exist? So we can answer that at the same time as answering why it's got this, you know, pinned muzzle cone or whatever the fuck this is. You can import.
I love how he looks at that gun and goes like, what the heck what were they smoking?
Semi-automatic AKs all day long, or, you know, build them here or whatever. Why the fuck are you going through the lengths of making this pump action? See, the 90s were a really bad time for imports because they had all sorts of import bans. You can thank Daddy Bush and Bill Clinton for most of those. But there was, of course, the 1994 assault weapons ban. You know, the whole, why can't America just ban assault weapons? Well, we kind of did for 10 years, and you know, we saw a dramatic decrease in gun violence during those 10 years. I'm just fucking kidding. It didn't do anything. That assault weapons ban expired in 2004, which is why I can own all this cool shit and not get ass fucked in.
Yeah. That's an interesting moment to pause the video on. Wow, interesting. I don't know you guys actually banned them for 10 years. Though, to be fair, would people really use assault rifles?
Prison. But this is one of the many brain children that came out of this. You
Wouldn't
see, all the
a pistol make more sense for stuff?
Have sporting purpose rifles, basically just ways to make the guns that they were already producing in their factories comply with some of the ridiculous import laws they were having to put up with. So why things in the 90s had weird shit, like the Mahdi's and the Mac 90s having those weird thumb hole stocks and everything, was all just to comply with import restrictions.
Interesting. The more you learn. This is fascinating, very enjoyable. It's like, I don't only get to know about the weapon, but random history facts and things. I like it. Knives are the #1 crime there. Pistols #2. Damn. Interesting. I mean, it makes sense. I mean, knives are cheaper, I guess. Assault weapons are used less than their shark attacks. Yeah, I mean, it's not like the ban would do anything because, you know, the people that are abiding by the ban are the ones that weren't breaking the law or doing shit anyway. So, yeah.
Once again, if you have a cool thing and you want to fuck it up, introduce some government. Well, ladies and gentlemen, the Par 1. This is a neat little piece of firearm history and explains why import laws are pretty fucking stinky. Speaking of stinky, this ammo reeks. This is definitely corrosive. Anyhow, guys, it's not often I can come to you guys with just a rare variant of AK that most of you probably haven't even heard of. It's just a really cool look at just the evolution of the AK and sometimes the weird shit you have to do to comply with import laws and try to play the game with governments. That, and if you don't know what you're looking at, you might consider this to be a little cursed, and I get it. I appreciate your support. I appreciate you staying to the end of the video, and as always,
I don't know, I like it.
See you guys next time.
I like the reloads. I don't know, it's very satisfying. It reminds me of like those movies where you have grandpa going like, get off my lawn! Just coming out and be like, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, I discovered pump action in video games. Okay, that would have sounded weird and out of context, I guess. Actually, it still sounds weird. And it was very enjoyable to play with. Yeah, okay. I finished my sentence. Oh.
Thanks. Bye.
This was really cool.
Just kidding.
Yeah, pump actions are enjoyable to play with.
I like
I haven't had the pleasure of doing it in real life. It doesn't sound so wrong in my mind. Why does I? My mind is in the gutter. Pause. Shut up. But in video games, okay, pump actions have been fun.
Fuel is my obsession to make the perfect weapon, like Rasputin's rise to the top. But I can't, you can stop.
It's not my fault,
The hole
okay?
that we're talking about today. Dear Congressman Herrera,